Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling. I shall see what's going on on our lovely island of Fawnhollow today, where we are doing the second customization, I suppose, of pre-recorded customization of Happy Home Paradise. I'm just sort of looking around at these ones and trying to figure out which ones I particularly want to do, which ones feel easy to do is actually what I'm going for. This is, quite a rare time where I'm like, I kind of want to be kind of lazy. So, this one just seems like a nice park, so I think we'll do Nana's one. But yeah, good evening, everyone. Right now it's 8:28 p.m. on... So this should be going up on... So this should be Monday the 6th of March, 2023. And yeah, well, hopefully that's when it's coming out. If it's not coming out, then, oh well, so be it. Might come out on a different day. But yes, of course, this is the first second of 14, I suppose, pre-recorded episodes, and all these pre-recorded episodes are going to be very not very rapid fire. I'm not like spending 5 minutes on them, but they're going to be much faster paced than I think you might necessarily be used to, because I am basically just sort of trying to, I don't have huge amounts of time to record all of these, in the day. So if I spend too long on them, then that will be generally quite bad. Okay, so I'm going to actually just give you this plain open area, because I was looking around the other ones, thinking do I want something? Do I not want something? And then I was just like, there's nothing better than just an open area. But yeah, basically, I've said it in the previous versions, previous episode. These are going to be a lot more rapid fire because I don't have as much time nowadays to record these, but I still want to get some videos out. So it's experimental, where basically I'm just going to be working off pure intuition. Basically, the first thing I think of when I see, I'm going to do in these things. I'm not going to spend much time in a refinery. I'm going to miss out details here and there, not intentionally. I will forget, because as you saw in the last episode, if you watched it, I completely forgot about wall furniture and ceiling furniture entirely, so I didn't put any vines down to make that place look more magical and mystical than it could have, but oh well. Sometimes that's just what happens. Now, the thing I worry about this one is this one is very, very similar to Beau's customization, so I want to make it different. And that the way we make it different is by making it a park rather than making it a sandlot. What? By making it feel like see, we used Daisy Meadow last time. I don't want to use it again, so I'm not going to spend too long doing this. But I'm going to have a quick look. Oh, maybe we used Wildflower Meadow. I can't remember. I don't remember. Let's use Wildflower Meadow this time, because I think it fits a bit better. I'm feeling an 8x8, and I'm feeling none of these entranceways, to be honest, but we're going to have a bluish light. I think we'll just have natural light. I don't think we'll use this lighting, and then fields. And we want to make this a park, essentially. Which makes sense, because that's what's going on. So I want to make us feel a little bit different from... just Beau's one, where we just put down a picnic thing. We want to have some... Okay, so the playground's going to be outside, because that's what we're going to have room for. What we're going to do is we're going to put garden benches down to make us feel more park-like. Now, I don't know necessarily what colour park I want. I think that's gonna blend in a bit too much. I definitely don't want... Oh, we could do brown, actually. Green and brown. That's an interesting idea. Well, I kind of want, like... You know what I want? I want a park fountain in the middle. That's how we're going to differentiate it. We're going to have a picnic area outside with a playground on the other side. And we're going to have like the sort of casual... This is going to be quite another scenery-based one. We're going to make this actually quite similar to the one we already got in Fawnhollow, where we put park benches around the outside. We're going to put like bird fountains in the corner. A garden force feels reasonable. I wonder if I should just keep it brown. Keep it wooden. And then we're going to have like park clocks around the place. This has a brown customization, which is interesting. We don't need multiple park clocks. That doesn't make sense. And then we'll put other things in the corner. We can put round street lights. I think that makes sense. Because parks generally do have a little bit of lighting. It's not a huge amount of lighting, but enough so you can, find your way around. I want to put a bird bath down if that's an option somewhere. Flower bed's actually not a bad idea to put in the corner. Don't put flower beds in the corner. I made a reference in the last episode, but I also said I don't know what it's from. Now, this brown customization is interesting, because I very much did not expect to go for a brown customization, but here we are anyway. A drinking faucet is not a bird bath, but I also think it's something you would find in a park, so I'm willing to let it slide. And then I think what we probably want to do is put some plants down. And you might be like, plants? What? But yeah, but it's because the inside area is scenic, you know. This is meant to be like an ideal, this is what a park should look like, sort of thing. These evergreen ashes are going to be a bit big, so I think round topiary is probably what we're going to go with. You're going to look at this and be like, wow, this is like an idyllic park, you know. You'd see this on Pinterest or Instagram and people in the comments being like, wow, I want to go here. And we're still going to use this brown aesthetic. It's not exactly all that appealing, I'm going to be honest. Is there even enough room to get around these? I'm a little bit concerned there's not, because these are quite big. So I think what we should do is we should actually shift these backwards a bit, because that gives a little bit of sense of a depth to this park, which is nice. There's nothing we can really put on the wall, but I definitely want to put flying birds down in this place. Down in the jungle where nobody goes, we're gonna put a brown bird, a sparrow flying as it goes. And this is where we're gonna put a bit more asymmetry in. We're gonna do something like this. There's gonna be a bit of rotational symmetry. No, we're gonna do it like this. No, actually that makes things feel a bit lopsided. Let's do it this way around. So things feel a little bit more lopsided and a little bit more symmetrical. But actually already looks like a park, which is crazy. I basically, the fact, you know, I bashed this out in like 5 minutes. It's wild. Obviously I can do something a lot better, I think, by putting more details in. But sort of like, what do I want to put in? I think a garden lantern makes a lot of sense. That's bronze. It's like a patented bronze, I suppose. But it gives enough of a contrast that I'm willing to put it in. I don't think you can you make it through? There's a one gap, okay, you can make it through there. This is very much meant to be scenery, more so than it is meant to be actual, like, usable park. Okay, so we're going to put the picnic outside. We actually have a picnic blanket, so we can do that. But firstly, I want to sneak some butterflies into this business, because that's a thing that will really push it into the park category, I think. Is being able to have some sort of connection with nature. I don't know why butterflies would necessarily be attracted to topiaries, but don't think about it too hard. That's what I'd say to that. And lovely. Now, the last thing I want to quickly look at is, do I think the artificial blue lighting is better? I think it gives a different vibe, but I'm not sure if it's a vibe I'm looking for. Yeah, I'd say it looks a bit too artificial. So I think we'll go with this. I don't know what for clothing items. You have no clothing items. Okay, I'm definitely going to put this garden hat on for you, and I think like a sundress would be quite nice. I don't know if that's an option, but ribbon garden hat. Like, I'm thinking sort of like Mary Poppins sort of vibes. I don't know if something that feels refreshing. I don't know why I'm giving you such a blue vibe when we did such a brown vibe. Whoa. It's not really the sort of brown vibe I want. I actually like the straw hat a bit better, I'm not gonna lie. You're already quite pink, and it doesn't really look like it fits on your head very well. So I think I'll go with one of these. Just something which you look at and be like, wow, that looks refreshing. This looks springy. That can be nice. Do we have like a brown dress which sort of fits this idea? I don't know if we necessarily do. I'm just having a quick perusal. I think this looks nice, actually. You know what? I might just go with this. A frilly dress. I think I'll change the headgear to genuinely none of these colours fit best, I think. So I think maybe we'll just go with this. It feels old-timey, doesn't it? Which is not exactly the direction I expected to go with this sort of thing, but it's the direction we're going with. We're not going to make it too old-timey, obviously, because we're going to have a park over in the corner here, but still. This will be like the building off in the side, you know. It's going to be a small building, you know, that like building where you can, what are they called? Not park lodges, that's not the word. I don't know why I did this colour instead of green. The huts where you can get like small things in. You know what I'm talking about, maybe. Or you don't. We don't need more. Oh, we need to put that bench down somewhere. Okay. We can still do that. We can still do that. Firstly, let's get our picnic blanket down. Luckily, it's one of a few picnic. It's one of a few actually gardens designs that we have. So we can do this. I think we'll have a nice seating area over here with the plastic benches, and then we'll have something. We'll have a play. We might be able to get away with no playground, to be honest, but I think we'll be recreating things. So yeah, we are going to probably have a playground. I don't want red vibes. I want, as you say, dark brown and green vibes. So I'll pop this over here. We got to make sure that it's not too similar to Bo's one. That's what I'm basically most being conscious of. Now okay, you know what? We can have a little kids park over here because we can have these nice little fences. Brown, if we can swing it. Damaged. I don't really want. I guess we'll go with black. It's not really the coloration I wanted, but what can you do? And to avoid having to think about what the gate's going to look like, we do something like this. Very sneaky tactic, I know. And then we'll put sand down, basically, all throughout here, just like the same way that you might put like bark chippings down to make sure that when kids fall that they don't hurt themselves too badly. Round off the corners just to make it feel a bit more inviting, a bit more kid friendly, and then we'll put a few playground things down. I guess I'll use a green colorization. Spin that round. You know, the usuals. Put down brown. One here. Put down a tire toy. I'm actually kind of surprised a swing isn't an option, but I guess we can make it blue. And actually we'll put this down here just to make us a little bit more dynamic. And I think that'll probably be fine. And then we'll put something on the ground here, like I was thinking of like a soda can, really. Yeah, like a canteen. Like someone just sort of like left it here because they were littering or what have you. So we are going to put some salmon sandwiches. I think cucumber sandwich would probably be most ideal to feel like a sort of classic British picnic. Well, that's more of a tea time thing, I suppose, but still. Put these here. Sort of sense of unity by trying to make it a little bit symmetric, but we don't want to adhere too strictly to rules of symmetry. I was going to call them symmetry. And a pumpkin bagel, why not? Something like this. And actually, we'll do it. Shift everything along a little bit. And then put a drink down as well. Because we don't want, again, things to be too symmetrical. So we'll do this. A drink slightly off. There we go. Lovely. And then over here, I think we're going to put some flowers down. And perhaps a nice little tree. You know the tree I'm talking about? The one I was going to put down, but everyone was like, oh, you know, there's not enough room in it here. Now we can put it down outside. The evergreen ash. With the brown border. Something like that. We could put some flowers down outside. Or trees even. Like, cherry tree? Pear tree? Pear tree. Probably works best. Oh, I didn't realise we could actually fit the pear trees in here. But we can do this to make it feel even more hemmed in. And then I think we'll just put some natural hardwood trees around here just to make this picnic area feel even more naturey, you know? This is meant to be a park, nonetheless, so the placement of these trees I think are important. As we pop them down like this. Let's put some flowers down as well, a few bushes. You know, just a A few here and there, just scatter them about. It's not too important. We just want to make it feel like there are flowers growing here, right? It feels like it's a nice place to be. Let's put some yellow ones of all sorts, scatter them about. Give people massive hay fever if they ever come here. Then you might be like, that kind of depends on the type of hay fever. Is it a seasonal one like the grass is, or is it like year round like the trees are? And you might be like, that's the wrong way round, and that might be true because I genuinely don't remember which way round those seasonal allergies and actual not actual allergies but year-long allergies are. So I apologise if I got it wrong, but there you go. That looks quite nice. I think we're done. Again, oh no, hold on, we need to change the outside timing and weather. But this might be the fastest one I've ever done. It turns out me working with intuition is so insanely just like fast. I actually like the inside more than the outside here, which is interesting. I don't think that's usually the case, but I think it looks better here. I think it does more to work with what we got. So obviously we want to change it to spring, not summer, which might change the entire feel of a thing because the grass is now becoming a yellowy green rather than a bluey green. It doesn't really actually. It changes it a little bit, but not enough. And I want to make it slightly earlier morning. Yeah, I think that's okay. Just to brighten things up a bit, you know? I think it looks nice. I genuinely think this inside actually looks really nice. The outside is fine. But what do you think about that, Nana? By far and away the fastest customization I've done. That was insanely quick. That was lightning. I think the thing that's going to give away is not me doing these customizations, is me going to be speaking. Is going to be me speaking. I also realised you said a park called Peckish, but we did not put much food down. I legitimately completely forgot about that part. So that's on me. I apologise. That's not what I meant to do. If I could do it differently, I would have put a bit more food out. I don't know. It looks kind of like nice. Just like this. Let's see what other people have done. As I am prone to do, otherwise. This person use the garden tables. I think the garden tables look nice. Not many people have done this one, it seems. Oh, that's quite a nice looking one. It's okay. None of these I look at and I'm like, I'm as blown away as I was with Julian's one, to be perfectly honest. Because I think Julian's ones were like really good. That's one you can really go ham for. But I think this one, it's simple. It's a park. You don't need to go as ham. At least that's my own personal tastes. So that's probably why I like these ones, like this a little bit better. So I want to do a handheld camera. And we just take that as a picture. And I think that's good. I wanted to perhaps do a bit more. Maybe put like a old-timey filter on, but I think that's fine. She's here for a nice walk in the park. She's here to have a nice sandwich. Can you really blame her? And the answer is no. No, you can't. Well, maybe you could, but that seems a bit mean. That was insanely quick. Like I can feel like the saliva drying up in my mouth, so I feel like I'm going to have to stop recording, like these pre-recorded ones for today. But it's okay. I'll probably do more tomorrow. We'll see how it goes, hopefully. Shifty eye, don't think about it too hard. It'll probably be okay. Right? Who can say? But that's got to take the title for the fastest customization. Like, unsurprisingly, when I'm trying to go fast, I can go pretty fast. And it looks fine. Like, I don't think those are the best customizations I've ever done. But I think they're pretty good still. Like, you know, it's sort of like, I'd still give them like a 7 out of 10. But then me spending more time with them would push them up to 8 or 9. Maybe that's a bit generous for my own ratings, I'm going to be honest. Like, especially with the things people can do on Animal Crossing. Definitely, I'm nowhere near like the 10s or 9s. Maybe like, I do it. This one is like a 5. The one yesterday, also like a 5 or a 4. If I spend a bit more time, I can push it up to like a 7, 7.5. But I need to spend way more time, I think, to push it up to like 8s or 10s. Maybe, I don't know. It's all art subjective in the end. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this episode up here. So if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares are greatly appreciated. Twitter, Discord down below. Hope to see each other again. But for now, it's our farewells. Until next time. Bye-bye for now.